Well, if you guys haven't heard by now, today was the day that the Los Angeles Sparks was introducing Kelsey Plum to the organization. And I'm here to tell you, it was definitely a day for Kelsey.
What if I told you the WNBA's top team has become its biggest challenge? The Las Vegas Aces, once the best, are now struggling. How did it fall apart so fast? In the next few minutes, we'll break down the decline from Kelsey Plum's surprising moment to key talent leaving. You won't believe the real reasons behind it.
Now, we know throughout the offseason there has been a lot of chatter behind the scenes in regards to the Las Vegas Aces. The Las Vegas Aces team was completely derailed at the conclusion of the season, which leaving a lot of people to speculate what the hell is going on in Vegas.
To catch what Kelsey Plum just did, she didn't just join the lattice Sparks. She set the entire WNBA on fire with a single statement at her press conference. Plum dropped a bombshell that's got everyone.
Obviously, I have a history playing with De'Erica, whom I love, so that was a big part. But also just coach's vision, new coach, new GM, new philosophy, and to be honest, opportunity to lead, opportunity to be one of the best players in the league at a different level and a different scale.
Can you believe it? Kelsey Plum, fresh off multiple championships with the Aces, is throwing shade at her old team. You might be thinking, didn't she have an incredible season? She did minus 17.8 points, 4.2 assists, and 2.6 rebounds per game. So why is she talking like...
And I'm just super grateful for your love and support. No, thanks for being here today, Heather. But really, this day, they call it KP Day, but I think this is just a day for the Sparks and this franchise.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Plum didn't just praise the Sparks. She went on to say, I've been chomping at the bit to get the opportunity to lead. Now, what does that tell you about her time in Vegas? It sounds like Plum felt restricted, like she couldn't fully showcase her potential. But why? What was happening behind the scenes that made her feel this way?
We're here to compete. So there's expectations to win right away. And I know for me, there is a level of intensity and work ethic that I do bring to the table, but really just I'm grateful for this opportunity to show that being one of the best players in the world and just taking this franchise back to where it's been and where it will continue to go.
Let's break this down. Plum isn't just talking basketball, she's hinting at a culture issue. She said with the Sparks, it's a culture where everyone performs better and enjoys the game. It sounds like the Aces locker room may not have been as positive as it's...
She's definitely sending subliminals back to Vegas, bro. This is funny. I just think this is kind of funny. But shout out to Kelsey Plum. She is a Los Angeles Spark.
Might be wondering, is Plum just being bitter? But here's the thing. She's not alone. 5 key players have left the Aces. That's not typical for a championship team. Something's going on, and Plum's words could just be the first sign of a much bigger issue.
Commenter said Kelsey also doesn't have to go out in press conferences and feed a certain player ego by saying unanimous MVP after every other game. She was winning that MVP with or without the campaign from her teammates. Kelsey can just focus on her game now. The Aces lacking in strong supportive system.
Fans are going wild over this, with social media exploding in reactions. Some are calling out Aces management, questioning how things got so bad. Others are excited for Plum, eager to see what she'll do with the Sparks. One fan even threw a jab at Wilson.
She said it's always been leading by example, a level of consistency as a pro. These days we get caught up in how we feel. It doesn't matter how you feel as a leader. You got to show up and lead. There's a level of competitiveness that has to be consistent every day. It's a culture. Other than that, just having fun. We all play better and enjoy ourselves when we're doing what we love to do.
Ouch, that's serious drama. Plum's comments are highlighting bigger issues within the Aces. Could locker room toxicity be at play? If Plum felt this way, how many others might feel the same?
Plum, Kelsey Plum, not a pear, not a peach, but a plum. Kelsey, salute. Kelsey Plum took her baggage, took her luggage, baggage sounds very negative in connotation. The Aces are the ones that have the baggage. Kelsey Plum took her luggage and went over to...
This isn't just about one player leaving. It's about a championship team falling apart. Plum's words are like the first domino in a chain, making everyone question the Aces, its culture, management, and even the star players.
But there has been rumblings that basically, Kelsey Plum wanted to get the hell away from them. Meaning Becky Hammond and AJ Wilson. And I'm here to tell you guys, it is looking like that way because none other than Kelsey Plum actually fired shots at the Las Vegas Aces in her opening press conference interview.
Remember when the Aces were the team everyone wanted to join? Now it feels like there's a mass exodus happening in Vegas. They were supposed to be building a dynasty. 2 championships, a stacked roster. They had it all. So why is everyone...
Well, I mean, Becky Hammond, you were right. Congratulations, but did you really think it would be this different, a roster? Guys, the Las Vegas Aces are looking a whole lot lighter after some of these trades and free agency signings that have happened. And guys, it's leaving the bench to look a little sparse.
It's not just a couple of players. There's a full-on exodus. First up is Kate Martin. The Aces left her unprotected in the expansion draft, and the Golden State Valkyries quickly snatched her up. Martin's thrilled for the new start, saying, "I'm excited to build something from the ground up with the Valkyries."
So we have Alicia Clark, who is heading back to her old stopping grounds in Seattle. And we also have Tiffany Hayes, who is taking her talents to the Bay, joining the Golden State Valkyries. And guys, that's not all. In the last few days, we saw Sydney Colson join the Indiana Fever. We saw Kate Martin get taken by the Golden State Valkyries in the expansion draft.
Wait, there's more. Sydney Colson, A.A. Wilson's close friend, has joined the Fever. It's like watching the Aces team chemistry disappear in real time. Colson was a key presence in the locker room, and now she's off to Indiana. Imagine how that's going to shake up the team dynamic.
According to Ramona Shelburne of ESPN, the Aces wanted to bring back Alicia Clark. But when Seattle came a-knocking, Alicia was like, you know what? I would love to go back to my WNBA home, which is Seattle.
That's right. Tiffany Hayes, the reigning 6th Player of the Year, is saying goodbye to Sin City. That's a huge blow to their bench depth. Hayes wasn't just sitting on the bench. She was averaging 9.5 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per game. That's a lot of production walking out the door.
Team that revitalized the modern day super team in the WNBA. They went from dominating the league, winning back-to-back championships, literally having teams craft their roster in order to beat the Aces. That same team that was at the top of the mountain when it came to the WNBA is now the team that did not live up to expectations this year, and is a team that's one by one falling apart in front of our own very eyes.
You might be thinking these players just got better offers, but here's where it gets interesting. Alicia Clark, fresh off a championship with the Aces, is heading back to Seattle, and she's thrilled about her return.
Now, guys, the Las Vegas Aces have entered into a little bit of an interesting moment right now, and it's not a cause for panic per se, but it is a cause for what in the world is y'all strategy? And the reason why is because, yes, there have been a lot of departures, which I'm going to get into, but also there is a huge thing that you all have to keep in mind is that the Las Vegas Aces do not have a GM right now.